our Supplier. And we are taking back an Agent of Treachery. And you know what? Scholar of the Ages can come back into our hands. We'll grab some Concocts. Or some Convokes. I think Convoke. Grabbing his little plains there, a Glacial Fortress. Still unable to play his Cleansing Nova's Kai's Wrath and his Planar Cleansing. Hey everybody, welcome back. You're watching TOS and this is Hello Good Game. Today we are taking a look at a Dimir deck. It is the Agent of Treachery, Scholar of the Ages deck. I've dubbed it All Your Base Are Belong to Us because really all his anything do belong to us here. The great thing about Agent of Treachery, it takes target permanent. So this is Planeswalker, land, creature, anything, right? We absolutely love that. Breaking the deck down though, we have 4 Stitcher Suppliers. So this is just an early drop that lets us put some of those bigger drops in our graveyard, hopefully. All our creatures basically will go into our graveyard. We've Fblthp the Lost. This is just a draw, and when he becomes the target of a spell, he goes back into our library, so that's always nice. Chart of Course, just for an extra draw. Thought Erasure, getting rid of any nasties in our opponent's hand off the start. And Tyrant Scorn. This deals with things really, really well. There's most great things that our opponents are playing are 3. For example, Feathered is a 3-drop, so that will completely deal with that, which is great. Tomebound Lich, this is also helping us cycle our Scholar of the Ages and our Agent of Treachery into the graveyard. Bag of Bones, we're going to need to sacrifice a creature while we play this, and this will bring 1 creature from our graveyard to the battlefield and another to our hand. Massacre Girl, this just cleans up Llanowar Elves, Incubation Druids, White decks, so this is great for that. We also have Connive and Concoct. Connive, gain control of target creature with power 2 or less, or Concoct, surveil 3, then return a creature card from the graveyard to the battlefield. So the surveil 3 there is really nice because there's a good chance that you're going to pull something heavy. Agent of Treachery, when he enters the battlefield, gain control of target permanent. That is our nuke. And at the beginning of the end step, if you control more permanents, 3 or more permanents that you don't own, draw 3 cards. Scholar of the Ages, when it enters the battlefield, return up to 2 target instant or sorcery cards from your graveyard to your hand, and then all of our lands. So, pretty simple deck, not a lot. Basically, just trying to get Agent of Treachery out via Bag of Bones and Concoct. The rest is just to help us stay alive. So, getting into it, All Your Base Are Belong to Us is the deck, and we are playing ranked best of 1. Shout out to Mega Mawagi. I don't even know how to say his name. I should pull it up and pronounce it correctly. Mega Mogwai. Got this deck from him. Shout outs to his fucking sick YouTube channel and his great stream. Guy's a beast. He's sitting way up in Mythic right now. Higher than we have ever been. But we're going to get up there as well. This is a pretty nice hand. We do have an Agent of Treachery in a bag. Blood for Bones. Sorry, I've been calling it Bag of Bones this entire time. No Buenos. We do have a Thought Erasure, so we could potentially deal with whatever comes up. Let's see what he's holding. Wow, this is aggressive. So he has access to 3 next turn. Probably 4. Right? 1, 2, 3. This will be 4. So that's quite aggressive. I don't know what we're going to do with this, you guys. That's great. We did draw another Thought Erasure. And hopefully we don't see anything too heavy. He can power up with his Vivian Arcbow Ranger, which is really, really great. We need to get his Exelon's Binding taken care of. We have no play for 3, so this can come tapped. And here's our Thought Erasure. Excellence Binding can go. Now we have 3, 4, 5 land. We may need 7, so we'll keep it. Ooh, Vivian's Arcbow, that's quite impressive. He's got a 4/4, 5/5 Llanowar Elf. That's quite aggressive. Hopefully we grab another Thought Erasure. Our Agent of Treachery can go, and that makes it castable. And then we will actually destroy this huge Llanowar Elf. That thing is massive. Our opponent can go. He's tight on land, but he is able to -5, which is nice. Let's see what he looks for. He has to reveal it to us, thankfully. It's kind of wigging out here. Check this Vivian's Arcbow. It's just going nuts. He pulls out a Knight of Autumn. I have no enchantments though, so that's okay. So the great thing about this is I'm going to take his Knight of Autumn potentially and destroy his Vivian's Arcbow. Oh, I have no creatures to sacrifice. That's a bummer. We're going to discard our land here, most likely. Correct with that on all accounts. And we can destroy his knight and then kill his Vivian. Oh, we cannot kill his Vivian this turn. Our infinite bad. So he will get our Lich here, which is nice. He did have Death Touch though, which is great. So we are left with just a 4/4, 5/5.
How you've grown.
Another Death Touch, which is great. That will save us quite a bit. We'll toss Chart of Course, and Fblthp can come out. Just so we have 2 creatures. Ooh, Thought Erasure is interesting. What could this be? He'll probably play it. Interesting. That's maybe not what I would have bound, but we're gonna deal with that. How do you not take a 7/7? No blocks. He could have another binding. Into our Bag of Bones, sacrificing our Fblthp. Blood for Bones. I keep calling it Bag for Bones. Agent of Treachery comes out, and Fblthp can come back in our hands. We're going to take this 7/7. And I will go as far as seeing what's in his hand, just to protect us. Oh, it's a land. Another Agent of Treachery can sit right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll need 1 land for that. Our biggest fear is another binding. We were fortunate enough to get rid of his first Vivian that would have given his creatures flash, which when tagged with Vivian's Arcbow is just a huge gain. I believe he just discarded another Vivian. Quick rank up. We're playing rank today because this is a very solid deck, and we should have no problem climbing rank. So if you enjoyed that match and you've just found the channel, make sure to subscribe and you'll be entered to win 500,000 gems. It's as easy as that. It's my way of helping those who help me and the channel. So thank you so much to all of the subscribers and all of those still yet to come. This is a great hand, I believe. We have that turn 2 Thought Erasure. We have Tyrant, Scorn in the pocket, and then if we can build up to 5, we can concoct a secondary Lich, which is always nice. Let's get rid of his Nissa. Ooh. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That is a lot of counter magic, you guys. He's paying life. He has a counter up. Oh, whenever he deals damage, we get to redo the do. Whoa, why couldn't we instant speed that? What the fuck? That's our bad, I guess. Let's bait him with the destroy. Let's do it now while we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Agent of Treachery, that is absolutely perfect. He's coming onto the battlefield, and we will... Should we take a land? I think we would take a land there, yes. Beautiful way to play a counter deck, I suppose. Chalking up our wins left, right, and center. This looks like another one with 2 Watery Graves in hand. Could be a slow start, but we still have a turn 2 Thought Erasure. Sending our cat into a frenzy. Yeah, he liked that. Meow. Okay, and now we're into the game. Let's see what we can do. What are we playing against? Oh, lovely. Simic for our whole life, it feels like. Let's see what he's got. A Wilderness Reclamation Root Snare. So this is aggressive. We want to take his Wilderness Rec, though. What? Getting rid of his Growth Spiral. And we can keep the Tyrant Scorn there. Actually, Tyrant Scorn should have got tossed. Enters tapped. Here's our creature for sacrifice. And we're going to get some cards in our graveyard here. Nothing good. We want his Wilderness Wreck. Drawing some cards here. We'll discard our agent. And we can play a little bit. Pass our turn. We may return our Stitcher Supplier to our hand to re-enter it. We'll see. We see the Blast Zone into his Wilderness Reclamation. So that's okay. So we have 3, 4. This will be our 5th. Right, and now we can surveil 3 and grab our Agent of Treachery. Taking his Wilderness Wreck. Chart of Course, I guess, can stay. Agent of Treachery comes out. And I'll be taking this. Please, good sir. That's alright. He just gets to... Oh! Draw a card. If an opponent has cast a blue or black spell, spells you control can't be countered this turn, and permanents you control gain hexproof from blue and black until end of turn. Nice. No attacks. I guess I'll just return that to my hand. Try again. Who rocks Veil of Summer in their main deck? I'd like to know that. This gentleman must run into a lot of blue and black. I'll pay life for the fun of it. Chart a course for the fun of it. One, two, three, four, five, six. That would be our 7th to play it. We can get rid of a Tyrant Scorn. And I guess we'll just hit for 3. Hopefully we get that Root Snare out of his hand. Resolve, that's fine. Ending our turn, we'll use Tyrant Scorn on the end of his turn. He's looking at our graveyard now. I'm not sure why. Quite interesting. Let's see what he does here. With 6 lands. Nice. Hits me with an old-fashioned explosion. Returning our Treachery to our hand. He'll have to discard a lot of cards here. Oh, isn't that lovely? So he has a lot of firepower left. Let's see what he plays. 7 land available. Another Wilderness Wreck. Into a Search for Ascanta. Hopefully he destroys my Agent of Treachery. And I can grab it back. Nice. Who has this in their main deck? You know what I mean? This is ridiculous, you guys. Getting our few points of damage in. He could just simply cast another explosion on us. What a great card. Just a quick way to blast your opponent, right? I imagine he's going to do it right here. 3 Wilderness Reclamations. Why don't I go fuck myself? That's it. Obsessive, man. You only need to do 10, my friend, so good game. He's gonna do so much damage with an explosion, it's not even funny. Yeah, woof. So that is that. We don't see that very often, but it was cool to observe. We'll leave that one in the recording for sure. Nothing like 18 points of explosion damage while you shocked yourself for a land. He could have easily done 12 though. Just got whooped. Keeping 7. And yeah, we're in with our Watery Grave first. Can come in tapped. There's no need to put our Stitcher Supplier out so quick. We do drop a Massacre Girl, so that could be helpful. Taking out his flyers, I suppose. Getting that attack in. Destroying this little bee. Still getting our point of damage in. Unfortunately, no chart the course now. Let's try that again. Getting some damage, and now getting our draw. Getting another draw, which is quite nice. Playing Spineborn Cutthroats. We're letting that through. We could take a Massacre Girl if we don't get what we are looking for. Probably being countered here though. How couldn't you? Such a juicy card. No attacks here. And sadly, no blocks. We'll throw our Supplier out. Nothing of the like, and now our Tomebound Lich can go. Discarding our Scholar of the Ages. No attacks. Getting smashed with one of these wolves. Very nice in a counter deck. We do see an Agent of Treachery. Will it be countered? If it does, we will Bag of Bones at next turn. Brutal. That's that. Not much we can do about it. No attacks. We're going to get slaughtered. Yeah. I get it. If you counter this, I give right the fuck up. We need his wolf. No attacks, and we do have Death Touch for a block. He wants his wolf back. He also doesn't want to attack because I have Death Touch. Ah, Sky Dancer. That's pretty cool.
The wind whispers secrets. All you have to do is listen.
I think that nullifies my Death Touch, unfortunately. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. This is going to be aggressive. We're returning Agent of Treachery to our hand. And then replaying it like a motherfucking boss. On, I believe, his Sky Dancer. We're going to get some value out of her.
And it will up resistance.
Good game. We squeeze a win out. I'm going to pop upstairs quick for a little bite to eat, but I'll be back in a couple seconds. Well, maybe like 10-15 minutes. Thanks for watching, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, we're back in the studio. Let's see what we can do. Did we get another orb? Did we? Oh, you know it. Repeated reverberation in the house. That is our red tree done. We're going up to Almnarth next, so we'll have to do this whole green tree, and then last we'll get Almnarth, Locus of the Royal. Looking forward to that. Getting right back into it, though, we are playing All Your Base Are Belong to Us, which is the greatest internet meme of all times. We all know this. It is elite. Oh, this is an interesting hand. Nothing really great except for the Concoct. So we'll see where that gets us. Woo. That is some hot to juice. Dun, 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 dun. Entering tapped. And we're clear to progress from there. Turn 2 Fblthp. I take that back. Turn 2 Thought Erasure. Oh my Jesus. We don't need charge, of course. We need a land. So the red deck is very mean. Obviously, we're going to see a light up the stage here. There's no way he'd risk that, leaving that in his hand again. Oh, and that's it. So we have a couple removals. I might save this for something more serious than the Get to Lava Runner, right? Like a Chain Whirler, probably. Even the Steamkin is a higher grade removal. These creatures are just annoying. Not much we can do there. No blocks. This is getting out of hand. Great land luck thus far. Let's continue to just draw away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No need for that. Let's get rid of an island. And hell, let's do it again. There's an Agent of Treachery, and we pull a Bag of Bones as well. Cool beans. So all we had to do there was a little bit of digging. Our Fblthp is going to get lightninged, though. He's not. He knows I'm going to save it. I'm actually not, though. I'm going to take its Pyromancer out of commission. And we'll just progress with Concoct. To the bottom, to the bottom. Thought Erasure stays up top. And Agent of Treachery, please belong to me. Burning Prophet, you're mine as well. Thanks for the 3 defense. So we lost our Agent of Treachery. We lost the Burning Prophet. Our dear friend has no hand left. I'm going to go as far as re-grabbing it. Land down, Stitcher down. Nothing that I want there. And Agent of Treachery, yet again. Welcome to the team, Gitu. He's got nothing to play. We don't have anything to play either. We'll start up with a Fblthp. Just draw a card, see what we get from that. Scholar of the Ages is playable. Let's Thought Erasure though. It is a land. Nice. Our land gets to go away. So there's just the difference you'll see. Even with a simple extra land surveil to the bottom, basically saved us a turn. Fanatical Firebrand's not a threat. It can attack. It could kill my Fblthp, but that's a non-issue. I'm not sure why he would just do that. Okay, that's fine with us. Scholar of the Ages, unable to come out at this point. So we could grab a creature. Nothing really to grab. We could Tyrant Scorn this back to our hand the next turn, right? So we will pop Agent of Treachery into our hand at the end of this turn, and then play it next turn to grab his Whirler, which is pretty funny to me. Oh, actually it costs 7, so we're unable to play it. That's my bad. Definitely might be there. Let's go with a Supplier. See if we can get something in our graveyard. Nothing. So we're past turn. We have 4, 5. Need 2 more lands. Popping Agent of Treachery back into our hand at that point was disgraceful. For some reason, I assumed that I could play it because he was on the field, but it came in through a Concoct, sorry. Pitiful mortal. Thou who makes mistake must loseth the magic game. Our Stitcher can block that. Take this turn by turn. Okay, so the Tomebound Lich is nice at least. Sacrificing the creature. Let's put the Stitcher out. And, hell, let's do 2 Stitchers. Let's get weird with it. You know what I mean? Nothing there. Let's see what we get with this one. There's an Agent of Treachery. Cooking with fire. We're ready to rock and ready to roll. Only 19 cards in our deck, so you see how fast we've been able to cycle through it. Our opponent's sitting pretty at 41. Single blocker. So he could have stuffed me, but he chose not to, which I really appreciate. Because if he killed both creatures like he was able to, we wouldn't have been able to sacrifice for Bag of Bones. And we would not have been able to do this to him. Nor would we have been able to do this. Taking this Chain Whirly out for a test drive. We are dangerously low on health. But unfortunately, that has broke the will of our opponent. So even when times look tough, chances are we're able to pull it through. Really, if they have no Ashiok to exile your graveyard, it's almost clear sales. Like, we did get held up by Festival of Summer or Rite of Summer, something like this. Hopefully we don't see that again. That's not really a typical main deck card, I don't think. He's not really something I like to see in my opening hand, but we have the right land, so you almost have to just proceed, right? And now we could have paid life for our Supplier, but we don't have a turn 2 play anyways, unless we draw Thought Erasure, which we don't. Obviously in with our Supplier. Land, land, land. So that is 3 turns of land, which could really hold a guy up, potentially. There's our third, and we'll come out with our Lich to cycle, putting our Agent of Treachery into the graveyard, drawing a land. That's ideal. We're progressing to attack. Sure, we'll see a turn 3 to Fairy. What do you do about that, though, eh? Play with our cat and change it up. I like the blue cat the most. So he's fully tapped. Gain 4 life, draw a card. That's incredibly aggressive. I'm going to take one of his lands. Oh, we don't have access to that yet. Alright. Not taking a land, obviously. Back to our original Thought Erasure plan. A lot of removal, boys. I guess we'll do the Vraska's Contempt. Agent of Treachery to the graveyard. That's 2 out of 6. Very nice. Hitting for 2, grabbing a life out of the whole ordeal. Discarding our Massacre Girl. And now playing another Thought Erasure for fun. Vraska's Contempt can fuck off. And we do need the land. He'll need to play his Fortress, which he did not. I don't know why. Now we will steal one of his lands. You bet your bottom dollar it's going to be that white one. Dun, dun, dun. Taking our agent. Grabbing this lovely white land over there. Basically nullified all his removal because we took his black removal, put it in the graveyard, and now he needs at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll get rid of our Stitcher Supplier, I suppose. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If that won't work, we could attack first. And hopefully we draw a land. Big money, big money, big money. Little money. I guess we'll get the Supplier out. Ending our turn. Just going to pop that back to our hand because the cycle is really nice. Our opponent can now go. If oh my gosh. He is gonna fucking lose it. This poor kid. Grabbing his other white land at this point has got to be my favorite thing. Oh, I'm gonna lose it. Shit. We were going in big there. Unfortunately, we got vetoed out. What do you do? We'll grab the cycle. We're discarding our Watery Grave, obviously. Pull a bag of bones. That's tasty. I hope he has another veto ready for next turn. Praying that he doesn't draw planes, obviously. Ow! We'll show him how enraged we are by that play. Tossing our kitty up. We will attack first. There's no point in missing out on some damage. Now sacrificing our Supplier. And we are taking back an Agent of Treachery. And you know what? Scholar of the Ages can come back into our hand. We'll grab some Concocts. Or some Convokes. I think Convoke. Grabbing his little plains there, a Glacial Fortress. Still unable to play his Cleansing Nova's Kaya's Wrath and his planar cleansing because we stole his lands. That's my favorite way to win. Just locking a control deck out. What fun. So if you enjoyed that and you enjoyed any of the other matches, don't forget to subscribe, broys. Broys is a combination between bros and boys, if you were wondering on that. Barkai Troll is great value. It's a 3/3 for 2, and you can remove one of its counters and it gains hexproof, so it just has that auto removal which bumps it down to a 2/2. So that was today's deck. It's absolute maddening how good this deck is. All your base are belong to us. 4 Stitcher Suppliers, 4 Fblthp, the Lost, 4 Chart of Course, 4 Thought Erasure, 3 Tyrant Scorn, 3 Tomebound Lich, 4 Blood for Bones, 2 Massacre Girls, 3 Connive/Concoct, 4 Agent of Treachery, 2 Scholar of the Ages, and all of your lovely lands, Watery Graves, and Drowned Catacombs. So, if you enjoyed